So I had a hunch before the season that AJ Storr was going to thrive at Wisconsin. It wasn't that hard for me to have that inclination because there's been a trend over the years that elite level athletes, when Wisconsin can land them, they actually do really well. You look at AJ Storr, he has the highest usage rate in the Big Ten, higher than Zach Edey, higher than Tyson Walker. Wisconsin knows how to utilize a 3-level scorer like AJ Storr. Storr saw what Johnny Davis did 2 years ago and said, hey, I think I can follow in those footsteps. I think I can do exactly what he did, because the difference is between going to Wisconsin and going to a Duke or a Kentucky, a Kansas, all the blue bloods, is that at those blue bloods, there's going to be guys who can jump 40 inches off the ground. You won't be the only one there. You'll be playing alongside McDonald's All-Americans, other guys on the NBA radar. But at Wisconsin, really no one else typically is on that radar. No one's going to be jumping 40 inches. You bring a skill set and things to the table that no one can come close to. At other schools, there's guys who are going to come close to what you can bring. Wisconsin, there's nobody. So you're the focal point. The offense is going to flow through you. And I think Storr is going to change the narrative, and people are going to see that, hey, high-level wings, this is a good place for you to go to. Because whether you have 75 possessions in a game or whether you have 70 like you do at Wisconsin, those 5 possessions, I know people think those really matter, but you're going to get your chances to show you can ball in those 70 possessions when Wisconsin is consistently feeding you in the offense, running the offense through you. And playing in a winning environment and succeeding in a winning environment is going to get you drafted. Looking at Johnny Davis and Alondo Tucker, way back in the Bo Ryan days, Alondo Tucker, both those guys were not prolific shooters. They were not prolific ball handlers, yet they finished as runners-up for National Player of the Year, and they ultimately looked good enough for people to want to spend their first-round pick on. And their weaknesses have been highlighted in the NBA. It caught up to Tucker. It's catching up to Johnny Davis right now that they neither are great shooters or ball handlers. Tucker shot 32% in his 5th year at Wisconsin, and Johnny shot 30% in his last year at Wisconsin from distance. That's catching up. But at college, they were handed the keys, and they looked fantastic in this terrible Wisconsin system. They looked great, and teams spent a first-round pick on them. And part of this narrative is pushed out from former Wisconsin players who can't take accountability for their own failures, and they're not where they want to be in life because of Greg Gard. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I jumped 27 inches at the NBA Combine. No, it's Greg Gard. He's the reason why I'm not in the NBA. And then you go around and you try telling recruits, like, hey, don't go to Wisconsin. You can't make the pros there. Hey, if Tyler Hero would have went to Wisconsin, he would have been the next Tim Jarmusch. It's garbage. It's bogus. And I think Storr has proven that. Johnny Davis proved that in his time. You can have success. And Storr, I think his game will translate really well to the NBA, and I don't think he's even touched his ceiling yet. And in the postgame press conference after the Iowa game, AJ Storr said, playing here is advancing my whole game. And I just give him a ton of credit for reading through the narratives and the stereotypes with Wisconsin basketball and realizing that this is a place where a guy with a sophisticated offensive skill set like Storr can thrive. Show me a game at St. John's where Storr had 4 dunks like he did the other night, where he's dunking on everyone's head. He has the highest usage rate in the Big Ten. That doesn't seem like that bad of a gig to me. It doesn't seem like it's that boring of a style to play. Believe it or not, when Wisconsin gets good pieces, they'll speed it up. They'll score more points. And Storr, like I said, he's wise beyond his years. He saw through the narrative. He knows that Wisconsin is a place where he can thrive, and he is doing great. And he's looking more confident. He's looking better every single game. And he's just scratching the surface to his potential. And he's the reason why this is the best Greg Gard team we have seen yet. This team has the highest ceiling. It's not even close. And that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. This is your first video with me. Make sure to like and subscribe for more college basketball content. I'll see you next time.